Now ready.
Diane Warren, congratulations on your Emmy nomination for writing Till It Happens to You from the documentary The Hunting Ground. So first of all, how did you react to the Emmy nomination when you found out?
I was really excited. I was jumping up and down because I've never been nominated for an Emmy before. So it's exciting. It's new. And no song has ever been nominated for an Oscar and an Emmy and a Grammy before. So it was really cool, you know?
Yeah, well, and that is such a significant breakthrough for, because of the way, it was released theatrically. The film is also eligible for Emmys, and it was nominated for a couple of times, and of course the Grammy nomination. So given your career up to this point, and the nominations you've received, the films you've written for, and all that sort of stuff, this must be, is it especially exciting to still be sort of on the award circuit with this particular song in this film?
Yeah, this song is like the gift that keeps on giving. It's really, and it's not only that, it's really helped so many people. It's really become an anthem for sexual assault survivors, and it's gone beyond that to where it's a song about so many things that people go through, and it's such a positive song. It's had such a positive effect, and it continues to have a positive effect. Basically, every day somebody comes up to me or emails me or texts me about what the song means to them. So that goes beyond any kind of awards thing. That being said, it would be great. It would be great to win. It was up for, everybody kind of thought it was going to win the Academy Award. It was my 8th nomination, and I've never thought I was going to win before, but this time it was like, wow, this is the one. Everybody was telling me this is the one. And when you saw her performance, which was spectacular with all those kids, on stage with their arms and, with the writing on their arms, and Joe Biden introducing her, and her spectacular performance. I mean, that's a performance for the ages that people will be looking at that in 20 years. So it's great that it has this longevity.
Yeah, and that performance at the Oscars, that really was one of the highlights of the night. I'd say one of the highlights of the year in terms of award show moments. Yeah,
one of the all-time great performances of the Academy Awards.
Yeah, how did it all come together?
The performance, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was nominated, so Gaga was asked to perform the song on the show, and I guess Joe Biden loves the song, and it's a really important song to him with his "It's on Us" campaign, and it's a very special song to him. And he came there and introduced her, which was like pretty amazing. And he spent time. He spent after the performance, he spent 4 hours with all those kids, with those survivors, and listened to them. It was that song and that whole. The whole thing that the song has done and helped with, it's really made people feel less alone.
Yeah, and now that it's nominated for the Emmys, I know the Oscars have their own, the music branch has its own process. But is it different entering, a significantly different experience entering a song for Emmy consideration as opposed to other awards that you've been nominated for?
Well, the difference, which is really interesting, is the voting, because when you're nominated in the Motion Picture Academy, your branch, whatever branch you're in, me being the music branch, they nominate you. But then once you're nominated, everybody in the whole Academy votes for you. Within the Academy, and with my nomination, you're nominated by the music branch, and then you're voted to by the music branch at large. So I think that's great. I think that makes the most sense. And even in the Academy, because when I'll vote for things, I don't know about costumes. I don't know about what gives me the right to say what the best costume is, right? So it's almost like I think there's something really cool about the fact that it's music people voting for a music nominee.
And one of the biggest differences at the Emmys, which came as a surprise to a lot of people, Lady Gaga had been, in addition to performing the song, had been nominated for an Oscar for songwriting and for a Grammy for songwriting as well. But you're the only one on credited at the Emmys here. Can you talk about what that difference was and your feelings about it?
I mean, I had more of a percentage than she did on it, but she was equally, without Gaga, this song wouldn't have been what it is, and this record wouldn't have been what it is. What she did, what she put into it, what she, contributed, even just, the record is genius. It's a genius record, and she added some great stuff to it. They have their own rules and regulations, but to me, it's equally her song as it is my song, and I hope, that she's there. If it wins, I'll I want to go up there with her.
And definitely the song and your involvement and Lady Gaga's involvement with this song has certainly helped The Hunting Ground continue to be recognized and continue to be at the forefront of discussion. It's also nominated for Exceptional Merit in Documentary Filmmaking this year. You know, has that made it an especially, you know, this song an especially meaningful part of your career compared to other songs you've had a chance to write?
I think not only is it, you know, pushed the hunting ground into the forefront, it's also pushed with the subject matter into the forefront, where this is something that, you know, sexual assault, not just on campus, but in general, wasn't talked about. Even I had my own situation. I didn't talk about it. I didn't tell anybody. It even gave me the strength to talk about it. So I'm proud of the fact that you know, that it's made people, like I said before, feel less alone. And you realize that, you know, and it's like a, you know, messed up club to be a part of, but there's a lot of people in that club, you know, and then, like I was saying before, is this song also goes beyond that. And when it, you know, when you go through difficult times, I just recently saw a video put together about gun violence using the song, and it was just like, you know, it was hard to really sit through it. And I saw one that was made by the Humane Society with animal abuse, and that was, you know, I'm an animal activist, and I couldn't even look at that. But it's all important stuff, and the song fits everything, you know, because till it happens to you, you don't know whether it's someone who's sexually assaulted, someone who's bullied, someone who's had to deal with losing somebody, you know, animals. It resonates.
And it resonates also in another way. You know, this year, the last couple of years, one of the biggest stories in music has been, of course, Kesha's struggle against her rapist, and trying to get out of that, get out of her, you know, her professional ties to him. And she actually covered the song. She performed the song, didn't she?
With me, I played piano and she sang it at the Humane Society, which I was telling you was when they did the video on animal cruelty. That was when she was singing the song that was in the backdrop, and she really nailed it. She sang it amazingly well, you know. And yeah, she's going through a lot.
And you know, these days with music, you know, music has had more of a place in TV than it, you know, has in previous years. It seems, you know, from, you know, Glee a few years ago to now, you have shows like Crazy Ex-Girlfriend and Empire, which are also nominated for the Emmy for songwriting. You know, might you do more TV work in the future, do you think?
Yeah, sure. You know, I have something that I think might be around for next year's Emmys. You know, I'm not gonna talk about it yet, but, you know, but yeah, I would like to, you know, it's just, you know, always exploring options, and, you know, I don't say no to anything that excites me. So if something interesting comes along, sure, would love to.
Yeah, and you're in a pretty eclectic category, you know, with some comedy and you know, and very other different kinds of songs. And one of your fellow nominees is Alan Menken, who wrote a song from the series Gallivant. And you know, he's such, you know, legendary songwriter. He's been up at the Oscars so many times before, and you were actually nominated once at the Oscars the same year. He was up for Go the Distance, and that was the year you were nominated for How Do I Live. What's it like being recognized alongside him?
Wait, the year I was nominated for How Do I Live was Titanic.
Yeah, Titanic won, but Alan Menken was also nominated for Go the Distance from Hercules.
We both went there. We both went there going like, you know, we're good. Let's, you know. You know, it's cool. He's won a lot of Oscars, right? You know, and I've yet to win one. So 8-time loser. So hopefully I'll at least get one sometime. I'll be happy with an Emmy. That'd be great. You know,
the Emmy is cooler than an Oscar anyway. The Emmy, you know, it can have the Oscar.
Oh yeah, can it? Well, they could fight it out. Well, so if I win an Emmy, I'll be an egg. You know, there's EGOTs, there's egos. I'll be an egg.
You know, Till It Happens To isn't the only major song that you've written this year, or, you know, the last couple of years for an important cause. You also wrote This Is For My Girls, which benefits women's education, and you know, Michelle Obama performed it with Missy Elliott during Carpool Karaoke.
40 million views in like 2.5 years. Pretty cool. It's amazing. I mean, like, how cool is it to have Michelle Obama sing your song? You know, even if she was in the car with James Corden and Missy Elliott. I got covered by Michelle Obama. That was pretty awesome. But it's cool, and we had amazing artists on it. We have Kelly Clarkson, who I'm working with She's doing a song now. Kelly Clarkson, Janelle Monáe, I'm also working with her. Zendaya is on there. I'm also working with her. Missy Elliott, and Kelly Rowland. So we had great artists on there, and Michelle Obama in the car.
Yeah, how did the whole song come about, and your involvement with this cause for women's education?
Well, I'd had the song, it had been there, for a couple of years, and I played it for somebody and they remembered it. And they go, "Do you mind if we do this with Michelle Obama and the White House and create this, something for the song and her and Let Girls Learn?" And I was thinking, yeah, I always heard that song as being like a bunch of divas, this is for my girls. It can't be one girl, it's girls. So I thought, let's go get some really cool artists. And, a bunch of people said no, but the ones that said no, like, we didn't want anyways. I won't say their names, but the ones that said yes are Kelly Clarkson and Missy Elliott and people like that. We're all good, So it just came out, I didn't know who was going to end up, even making it on there, because we had a deadline. Literally, Kelly Clarkson's vocal parts were sent to us when we were about to master the record. So it was that crazy. But it worked out.
You've written songs for a number of different artists in the past. Having this one song performed by so many different artists, was it especially complicated to put together that way?
No, well, no. I mean, just we didn't know who was gonna actually end up singing on it and stuff. But that's the cool thing, is it was kind of chaotic, but it came out beautifully. It was chaotic and like, well, are they gonna show up? Oh, we haven't heard from them. We don't know if they've done their parts. And I think the first person I think Zendaya and Missy Elliott first did theirs. I think when you get Missy Elliott, it's easier for people to say yes. It's just like a movie. You get the movie star, and everybody else comes in, I guess.
You mentioned that there's music that could be in the running for Emmys next year that you can't talk about. But is there anything else that you've got going on? Any other work that you're writing that you more free to talk about? Or
lots of stuff. I just did a great song on Andra Day. I think she's going to be a superstar. I'm just doing a bunch of different things, and I just did a song for a movie I'm really excited about. I'm not going to talk about that yet, but it could be another potential Oscar situation. So it's exciting. One of my best songs, actually. The Andra one too.
That's exciting to hear. Very exciting to hear. We're all rooting for you to get that Oscar, and we will keep reminding the Academy whenever necessary that you have not won an Oscar yet, and it's time.
3 times. That's only my first Emmy, though. So I'm like, I almost want to take Susan Lucci to the Emmys. Maybe I should. That'd be funny. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that could be tricky, because then you might have to wait for your 19th.
At 18? She was nominated 18 times?
Yeah, I think she was nominated 18 times and won on her 19th.
Wow, that's crazy. My friend Greg is a sound engineer. He's been nominated for 16 Oscars and hasn't won yet.
Yeah, and there are a lot of people like that. Randy Newman took, I think he was somewhere over a dozen. He won, and I
lost to him when he won. I was up for the Pearl Harbor song. I've always lost to somebody. If I had to lose to him, it was okay though. He deserved it.
But we all believe your time will come, and we hope it does come for the thank you so for talking to me today, and the best of luck.
Thank you so much. Good to talk to you, and thank you very much. Bye.